Hello, good people. Hello, everyone. Okay, the volume is up. Hello, I am here. I am here. Look alive, Wanda. Look alive. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, folks. Happy Tuesday. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Start slow, Wanda, because you're going to get out of breath in just a moment. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing? My hands need some lotion. Just wash them. I have everything here. I have everything here, folks. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Walking and talking, walking and talking. Woo! Goodness knows I need to do a lot more walking than talking, but nonetheless, I am here. Happy Tuesday. Woo! Happy New Week, which was yesterday. Happy New Week, everyone. It's December, new month also. We are 5 days in, 5 days in. Woo! Only a few more. Cherry, hey, how are you? Only a few more days. I've said it as though it's like 4 or 5 days away. But 20 more days until the big day Christmas, until the big day Christmas. Yes, happy new month until the big day Christmas. Hopefully all is going well. Slow down, Wanda. Hopefully all is going well with you all. Hopefully all is going well. Hopefully you got most of your shopping done by now for those that plan. Have a plan in place and all of that good stuff. Hello, AI Spill It Girl. How are you? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. So I'm going to get right off into it. I'm not going to be here long, folks. I'm not going to be here long. So what is the title of this thing? Paycheck to Paycheck. Of course, I've been hearing a lot of stories about that lately, and of course in the past, et cetera, et cetera. People that are living, have lived paycheck to paycheck. And it's possible that all of us have been there at certain points in our lives, maybe at different times. You know, you go for a stretch and you're living paycheck to paycheck, and then other times you can breathe a little clear, free, and then maybe something happens and then you're back to the paycheck to paycheck. It just depends. But we all, I think most of us have been there at particular points in time. And some of us may be there now and just may not know it, but in essence, we may be. And just because we have a few dollars left, or we may think, okay, I am good. This is enough money to carry me beyond next week, etc. But nonetheless, that is a big thing. And we all know what is going on here in society with gas prices, food prices, etc. Everything is going up. Insurance, I'm hearing about, or was hearing about Florida and their big homeowners insurance type thing. And of course, you know, one thing happens, everything else follows along. So that was the homeowners insurance. Now car insurance have gone up. Everything has gone up. So trust and believe that if you're not watching your budget, if you're not doing a budget, when these things happen, you're going to be like, where am I going to get this extra money? Just know that these things are happening. And if you got a car, if you have a home, or even if you're renting, maybe renter's insurance may go up. All of these things are going to go up. Your medical insurance at work may go up. So much stuff, folks, so much stuff. Just have to be mindful of. And as things change, you're going to have to change along with it. And I get it. Some folks that may not. I'm just going to speak with regards to medical insurance. Just with regards to medical insurance, because I had my daughter way when I was very young. I had my daughter. And I remember taking her to the emergency room on a particular occasion, and I did not have any insurance. I was on welfare at the time, and people look at you funny, and I know that. I know when someone is looking at me funny due to just because my face is black or something else also into. I just know this, and I'm sure maybe other folks know this also too. But yeah, people look at you funny like, oh my God, here is this black woman with a small child and etc. and don't have insurance, and oh my God, she is a statistic already, and God, I feel for that kid, etc. So it was just a whole mess. But I've never forgotten how I felt that day. And, I don't like to traffic in feelings because I get sidetracked when that happens. That's how I got the kid. But that's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother story. Hello, Odom. Hello, Odom. How are you? Oh, Files. Hello, Files. Hello, Files. Hello, Files. How are you? Thank you all for coming in. But yeah, people look at you differently when you don't have something that you should have, etc. And people don't know what's going on in your life. But some people can see some of the things, some of the outward things. And then if they ask questions, some of the gaps, some of the informational gaps will be filled. Like I was there at the hospital with a child, there wasn't a guy with me or anything like that, like husband, you follow what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera. But nonetheless, people look at you differently when you don't have things, et cetera, that you should have. And you need to go out and you need to work your fingers to the bone to get these things, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, so that you can fit in with society and be like everyone else, et cetera, et cetera. But nonetheless, I'm gonna get off of that. Paycheck to paycheck. I pulled this report, and it is from CNBC, Women and Wealth. Jessica Dickler is the reporter or the author of this particular piece, and it was put out today at 9:14 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's talking about women. Women are significantly more likely to live paycheck to paycheck, the reports finds. 59% of women are living paycheck to paycheck. Supposedly men are at 41%. And this was by some Varo Bank thing. Did this survey, etc., and what have you. And we all know what paycheck to paycheck is. So, and I get it. This conversation can go a whole lot of different places. Okay, is the woman single? Is she married? Does she have kids? Did she not have kids when she got married? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But just in general for the women, whether we're single, married, et cetera, we definitely have to make sure that we are getting clear about money, what it means now and what it will mean in the future, how we can get our money up for wealth, if we're going to be by ourselves or with our husbands. Because if all of these other things in life happen or that we want to happen, that we say yes to, i.e. if we're single and someone asks us to marry them, we say yes, then you become you are in a whole nother group with regards to your money, your finances, what your particular state requires, if people are married, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then also the other things that you personally decide that you want to do. Will you continue to work after you have kids because you decided that you want a child, right? You decided that you want a child. So are you going to work after that child is born? If you're not going to work, then how are we going to make up this loss of income? You follow what I'm saying? How are you going to continue to contribute to your 401k or your Roth IRA if you do not have income coming in because you decided that you were going to have this kid, and I guess together you all decided that you aren't going to work? That is a very big conversation that people need to have. I mean, obviously I didn't have a husband and all this other stuff, but that is key. That is a big point in my brain. And there are others because every situation is different as to why some women find themselves in this rut. And like I said, everyone's situation is different. I'm not saying don't have kids or to have kids. I'm not saying any of that. But these are just some of the things that, since we are mature women here, maybe some of this information we can impart to our daughters, our nieces, even our nephews, etc., with regards to how things look, especially with just the thing about the money. And it's beyond the money, but we have to talk about that because that is how we live and eat, etc. We have to talk about it. So if you're deciding that you're going to have kids, you're not going to work after the kid is born for X number of years, etc., then you do not have income coming in. You're depending on your spouse's income. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I like the traditional setup. It works when it works. And when it doesn't work, then we have to fall back to what it is that we know. So before all of that happens, just an advice, suggestion, before all of that happens, please just get clear about what it is that you want to do with yourself, with your life. Of course, you can change your mind at any time. Don't be a test case dummy like the one that you are seeing on your screen right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. You want, when you know better, you do better. And if you may have gone through that yourself or some variation of that, and you have daughters or nieces or folks in your circle that you love and care about that are young ladies, women, etc., and someone will let you speak and impart your knowledge that you have with regards to these topics and others, then please do so, because you're just going to help. You're just going to help. You're going to prevent a whole cycle of someone being dependent on the government, for one. And once you're dependent on them for a long period of time, they got you. They got you. They got control of you, your mind, your whole body, you and your children. If you do not change the whole trajectory of your family, and of course it starts with, not all the time, but the money is a big factor. The money is a big factor. So yeah, we have to make sure that we're getting information and putting information out there. If women want to change their whole dynamic, and I know there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen. Okay, if we're out here buying too many things, etc., that needs to stop, etc. But one, you have to get control of what it is that you want to do with regards to money now and in the future, etc. What else are right on here? No one is going to save you. If you want the government to save you, they will, but it will come at a cost, and that is your life. They get to tell you what to do. They get to scare you every time there's an election. This particular group wants to take these social safety nets away from you. And of course, if you're on that social safety net, then you're like, oh, no, I'm not. You get what it is that I am saying. No one's going to save you. You got to save yourself. The best way to do that, and there's quite a few things that go into this, is becoming financially literate, learning about money, all the words, what the words mean, how they apply to you at that particular moment and beyond. But budget is one of those keywords. Do a budget, folks. Do a budget. Have a budget. Hello, Tamika Davis. How are you? Thanks for coming in. That is Ness. Hello. Lisa J. Stocks. Hello. Welcome in all. Welcome in all. Budget. You have to budget, folks. You have to tell your money where to go. You have to tell it where to go. And as you all know, when you're doing the budget, you're going to take care of the main things first. Everything else is secondary, is maybe a want. Maybe a want or just some little luxury item for yourself, etc. Then you may need to consider that. No one is saying to stop doing something that you love to do. No one is saying to stop doing that. You have to look at your picture. If you've got a kid or two over here and you are single and by yourself, you need to do some deep thinking with regards to that. Okay? Or you just got one kid, age dependent for some things, age dependent. But if you're thinking about your life as it is, if you are a single parent with one kid or two kids, you're probably not thinking about your retirement. So you're not putting any money towards that. You're just paycheck to paycheck and making sure that that your children or child is okay, etc. But a whole lot of things. We are going to continue to see these type of articles out here about people living paycheck to paycheck. And some of the things I do believe, just speaking for myself, that I or a person can do to change it. And I get it. Sometimes change is slow and steady does win the race. But you got to start putting things into action, folks. You got to start putting things into action. No one is going to save you. No one is going to save you. Hello, Wellness. Hello, Wellness. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. What else did I have on here? Okay, kids. Once again, age dependent. You have to get them on board. If you said, okay, I need to take control of my finances. I got money going here and there. I don't know where it's going. I am paycheck to paycheck or somewhere close to being paycheck to paycheck. I don't want that for myself. Then you got to get the kids on board. If you're buying them this, that, and the other, so they don't look bad to their 8, 9, 10-year-old friends because they don't got these little machines that they can carry in their hands or the stuff in their bedrooms, whatever they are, then that stuff is going to have to stop, and you're going to have to tell that kid that is going to stop, et cetera, et cetera. Whatever it is that they love doing, that you are buying these particular things for, that is going to have to stop. Then get the word out and get it to them and be clear and let them know what all is going on. And let them know that, hey, if you think that you are close to being homeless because you need to stop doing some things, because you as the mom was doing some things being nice and et cetera, with regards to the kid and the kid stuff, etc. Or if you were doing maybe too many things for yourself, too much, too often, then you got to give up the ghost on that and say, hey, we're going to be homeless if I don't stop doing such and such, if I don't get myself together financially. So, yeah, what else do I have on here? You got to get them on board. And of course, you got to get control of your financial situation. No one is going to save you. No one is going to save you. This report, like I mentioned at the top, saying that 59% of women are living paycheck to paycheck. And I get it, when there's a survey over here, a poll over here, etc., focus group over here, and you might get different numbers depending on who it is that you talk to, call on the landline phone. Not sure how they're contacting people on their cells, but it's a whole mess. But no one is going to save us. No one is going to save us. And beyond just today, tomorrow, next week, next month, we have to think long term for our future. Of course, if we are and we're married, that's a whole nother dynamic. And definitely make sure that you are talking with your spouse with regards to all of the things financial for your own self and you guys' retirement, and then the children, age dependent, all of that good stuff. So I'm gonna cool off a little bit. I got the trivia. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. The trivia question. Name that artist, and in this case, it is a group. It is a group. Full name of the group in the chat, folks. Full name of the group in the chat. And if you guess correctly, you will get your link drop in the chat. I'm going to say some of the lyrics of a particular song from this group, but you have to name the group. And Sharon says she's ready. Here goes. I wrote it down. Okay, it goes. The lyrics goes, on a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. That's the beginning, part of the beginning. Next, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. And that is it. Thanks for saying that, Cherry. Thanks for saying that. Who is this group, folks? Who is this group? Full name of the group in the chat. Of course, the prize is you get your link drop. We know how important that is. I will say it again. We know how important it is to have your link drop for the replay crew. Shout out to the replay crew when they come. And they come to you live and they go over to the chat once it appears after 2 or 3 days, depending on the length of the live. Then they see your link there, click on it. And if they like what they see over there, then they will maybe become a family member. Here goes. The lyrics again. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. Warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. I'm looking on here to make sure no one said it while I was So this, before I came on, I called up a dental office to see what the price of a cleaning, an x-ray, and exam would be. Now, the young lady told me for a regular, first of all, she told me that the dentist would have to look at my mouth to see what it would be, if it would be a regular or a deep. That's the first thing. So I just said, well, how much is the regular one? And you got the teeth on there. And it is $275 for a regular cleaning. I'm here in Maryland, and it may be different prices. And of course, it depends on the dental office you call. I think most of these folks are sole proprietors, et cetera. So, yeah, they can charge. And I said, okay, well, what about if I have insurance? So she said, if you have United Healthcare PPO, then, she said they normally pay, 100% of the cost, et cetera. So I gave her some information, and it didn't have PPO on my little card or anything like that. So I think I'm out with regards to that. I do have United Healthcare, but it doesn't have PPO on it. But I'll have to call and see myself. But wow, $275 for an exam or cleaning, what have you. So yeah. Said the deep cleans is painful. Oh, I wouldn't know. I just always had the regular one, but nonetheless, no. Yeah, very expensive, very expensive. Things are expensive. If you have to pay that out of pocket each time that you went, and what if you had children? What if you just don't have any insurance? Like I mentioned at the top that I didn't, regular medical insurance, for my daughter or myself at the time, was on welfare. I don't know why, and I was on Medicare, or Medicaid. I don't know why she asked all those questions but just people just want to be mean, and she knew what the deal was. That I'm not going to go into it because, yeah. No one on the name that artist trivia. No one on the name that artist. But yeah, each day, like I've been mentioning, each day is a new day to do something differently with regards to our finance, or even some other aspect of our lives that we want to do, change, make an improvement, whatever it may be. Every day is a new opportunity. Every second, every hour. If you decide, hey, I want to do something differently. I want to start walking. I want to start lifting weights. I want to learn how to do a budget. I want to learn or find a place that I can volunteer some time, etc. Every day, every moment is a new opportunity to do said thing that you want to do. Again, we got to get clear about our money. We have to get clear about our money. Ding, 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 ding. Netta's nest. I see your comment in there. But yes, it is the Eagles. It is the Eagles. I don't even know if I can sing, but that is like one of my songs. And I mean, I tell you, that is one of my songs. Eagles, and the name of the song is Hotel California. It says, welcome to the hotel. Now, I think there's a part in there, and I should know it if it's one I face. There's a part in there, yes, Hotel California. There's a part in there where they're just doing the guitar, and it's just like, I don't know, I think they'll call it an interlude, where they're just playing that part, and it's like, wow. But that was something. Good music back then, folks, good music back then. a little blue-eyed soul, not soul, but just a little blue-eyed rock, light rock kind of sort. But yeah, congrats, Netta's Nest. And she went live yesterday for the first time. But yeah, prices, folks, prices are just going to continue to rise. And like I mentioned, please make sure that you keep in mind all the things, the prices that are going up, the ones that you aren't seeing just yet, but you may see. Homeowners insurance, car insurance for yourself, and or if you have children that are driving a vehicle that you previously owned and now you got another one, etc. Know that those costs are going to go up. Please be prepared for that. And if you have children that are in college, I don't know how that works, but the prices for the classes and all that stuff is going up. So other costs are going up also into. Of course, it's going to be different for everyone depending on your situation. If your kid got a full ride, or if you're having to pay all or some of the costs, etc. So just be mindful that stuff is going up. And if you want to continue to do what it is that you're doing or need to do or need to have, you got to have that car insurance. Please make room in your budget for these things now so that you aren't like scrambling around when the time comes, if it's next month, next year, etc. And all that goes down. And of course, when they're doing these reports, when these articles, etc., you always see words that are highlighted in blue. And I get it. They're trying to get you to subscribe to something, just so you can have your information, or subscribe to something so that eventually you can ask for financial consultation, go with one of their planners, go with one of their banks that offer wealth solutions, etc., all of that type of thing. So be careful when you are reading these articles, etc., that you're not falling into a rabbit hole and they get you in a trap to where now you've purchased or you've gone and see a financial planner and you're not ready for that particular part of it. just yet. So just know that those are the things out here. And also I did see it. I haven't gone to any of the videos. They do have videos with regards to this. And this, like I mentioned, is their series on women and wealth. This is from CNBC. And I did see some videos that they have there. I didn't click on any to go to any, but yeah, lots of information out here, folks. Lots of information. If one of your resolutions or your goals is to learn more about or to get financially literate, start your financial literacy journey, then CNBC is a good place to go. And of course, the budgeting videos, the personal finance videos, any and everything here on YouTube. But of course, use your own judgment, your own discernment. Know when someone is trying to get you to purchase something. They're really not trying to help you. They're really just trying to sell you something. Be mindful of that is out here. And of course, folks that are out here that are just giving information. And then you just have to look at it and decide, does that fit with what it is that you're doing right now? If it does, then great. Take some, all parts, or parts of the information and do as it is what you will or need to do. And if it doesn't work, then fine. You looked at it, you listened to it, and then you're going to go on to the next thing because it does not fit in or align with what it is that you want to do. So no harm, no foul. But just know that, we women, we're out here, we're getting, degrees and all this other stuff. And then a lot of us, per this, paycheck to paycheck, 59%. Let that report tell it. I'm not saying that is true. Let that report tell it we're not doing or managing our money well, etc. And it did mention something in the story about financial literacy is the number one thing that women need to get financially literate about it. They need to get financially literate about money, finances, investing, stocks, the whole gamut, etc. And then start to apply the information. Budget would be number one. So yeah, we can't be the most educated and then we have, these other types of things. And I get it way before you get 18. If you've never been exposed to money, how money works, no one told you about budgeting, saving, etc., then that is problematic. And you're probably just mimicking what it is that you see. You see your mom, dad, whomever go to the store, aunts, cousins go to the store, and they just, do the debit card or the credit card. No one really talks about money or anything like that. And then this is what going from 0 to 18 for the most part. And then you get out here and you're doing some of the same things. You don't know how to budget. You don't know what budget is, etc. So we're doing that. And later in life, we get this information. So wherever you are when the light bulb comes on that you need to do something different with your money, then start there. Because you probably have a lot of catching up to do if you fail or fall into that scenario. But it's never too late. It's never too late. As long as you are alive and breathing, it is never too late, folks, to change and do something differently. I'm going to wind down a little bit. Hopefully your lunch break is going well or went well if you are done with it. Happy Tuesday, folks. Day two. 3 more to go, folks. 3 more to go. Don't forget to check out Cash into Envelopes, my backup channel. And of course, my playlist here. There's something for everyone, different times for the videos, for different ones to help with the WHs. Get something to eat, Cherry. Get something to eat. But yeah, check out my community wall. Check out my shorts, playlist, all of that good stuff, folks, here on Wanda Budgets and Beyond. And of course, Cash into Envelopes. And she dropped her links already. Yes, Philly dropped her links. Congratulations once again, Netta's Nest for naming that artist of the group, in this case, the Eagles. And like I said, YouTube is a great resource, folks, for the folks that love music and want to hear some of the older songs and don't want to get on whatever these streaming places, whatever their names are, to, I guess, buy music for 99 cents. I don't know how it works, but I hear it on some of these shows that I go. I don't do that. I have CDs of the artists that I love, and they still sell them, folks. So please make sure that if you are an old head or you want to preserve the music that you like, and you don't have to be connected to the internet in order to listen to it freely, and that would mean you need to get a Walkman or one of those cassette, CD players, the portable ones, with you can stick it in the outlet, etc., or battery operated both, and listen to your music that you purchase, the CD version, and go on. That's a little old school advice. And my granddaughter, she actually does have a Walkman, and I'm sure they are Chris Brown CDs because she loves Chris Brown. But yeah, women living paycheck to paycheck, we can change that whole trajectory, ladies. We can change that whole trajectory. Get clear about money, its use, how it's going to benefit you now and in the future for your retirement, etc. Start a budget. Do what it is that you need to do, folks. You ladies already know what it is that you need to do, and I get it. It's a process, like me with my budgeting journey. It is a process, slow and steady wins the race, but you got to take action. You got to move. You got to do the work. Yes, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going live tonight. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. Congrats, Netta's Nest. Her link is in the chat, folks. Go check her out. Have a great rest of your day. Go get something to eat, Sherry. Bye-bye, folks. Bye-bye. Whew. Keep moving, Mama. Keep moving.